Funding for this $11 million facility comes from a generous $7 million gift from the University of Nebraska alumnus John Breslow. Other funding comes from a combination of public and private sources, including $800,000 in private gifts, $2 million from the West Haymarket Joint Public Agency, $1 million from UNL's Campus Recreation, and $200,000 and the land from the City of Lincoln. I would like to thank the ongoing efforts of DLR Architects, UNL Facility Planning and Construction, and Rink Management Services, who have all worked tirelessly in the building of this facility. It's now my pleasure to welcome Mayor Chris Beitler to the podium.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a little hard to see you with the lights on, but I hear that strong clapping back there, so I know you're there. But welcome to the Ice Center. What a great day. It's now open, and the showtime look of this place tonight is truly announcing that it's going to be showtime in the John Breslow Ice Center going forward. I'm very happy to be invited today, of course. The City of Lincoln and the West Haymarket JPA are proud to be partners in the project with the university and with various skating organizations in the city. The capital city is proud to be the home of this new facility. This, I think, is a perfect fit for the community and for the West Haymarket area. The American writer Napoleon Hill wrote once that patience and persistence and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. And I think it's safe to say that a great deal of all three of these were involved in this project. This community talked about building an ice center for years. Thank you all for keeping the faith and working as partners as we took the necessary time to make solid plans and determine the best options for our city and the university. It was important to everyone involved that we do this right, and I believe that the result that we see here today is a wonderful facility that will bring ice sports to a whole new level in the city and in the state. Of course, we are here today because of the generosity and the vision of John and Sonia Breslow. So most of all, we thank you for your service to the city and the state and for this incredible gift to current and future generations of kids in this city. John and Sonia, from time to time, people do wonderful things for this city and the kids of this city and the adults of this city, and we try to show how much we appreciate what you do, if only in a small way, by occasionally giving to people the medallion of the City of Lincoln, a bronze medallion that has Abe Lincoln on one side and Standing Bear on the other side. And we're hoping that you will keep it and maybe take it out from time to time and warm your hearts with the memory that you are constantly doing a great thing for a great number of children and adults every year as they use this facility that you fundamentally built. Please accept this on behalf of the citizens of the City of Lincoln.
I know it's small. No, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you.
It's now my pleasure to introduce Regent Tim Clare, member of the Board of Regents of the University of Nebraska, followed by Brian Hastings of the University of Nebraska Foundation.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. An appropriate day, weather-wise, to be celebrating the dedication of Lincoln's new ice rink. The temperature out here, I don't know if you can feel it out there, but it's probably very similar to what it is outside. So we're going to keep this quick. I'm Tim Clare. I represent the University of Nebraska Board of Regents, and I also had the privilege of serving on the Joint Public Agency. Both parties were involved in this project. I want to add my thanks to Mr. Breslow and his family for their foresight, their generosity, and their patience. It took a little longer than we had anticipated, but we were able to get it done. The students at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and members of the Lincoln ICE community will be able to enjoy this wonderful new resource for years to come. I also want to thank the city, the university, 2015 group, especially Jim Abel, Mike Dunlop, and Ton Ostergaard, along with DLR, for their great service towards this project. The Breslow Ice Hockey Center represents the best of what we can accomplish when we join hands and work together for the betterment of our community. Neither the university, nor the city of Lincoln, nor the private donors would have been able to accomplish this project alone. But as partners, we've been able to make our vision for an ice rink that would serve the entire community a reality. Public-private partnerships are a key ingredient to continued growth for our city and state, and I'm proud to be a part of this project. During this project, we learned that approximately 10% of the student body from UNL participated in ice-related activities. Before we had this center, the only other ice facility in the city was the Icebox, which was used by the Lincoln Stars and almost always booked up. That forced our students and members of the ice community to have to travel to Fremont and to Omaha in order to get ice time. The UNL hockey team used a facility in Fremont. Our curling and broomball teams played in Omaha, sometimes as late as 1 o'clock in the morning. That's time unnecessarily spent traveling to and from practices and meets that the students could have otherwise used for their studies and other activities on campus, not to mention the safety of our students as well. In addition, it meant that Lincoln children were essentially missing out on the opportunity to get experience on the ice. With this project, we can offer our city and the university that opportunity that's been void for several years. And what an ideal location for the new ice center. The development of the West Haymarket and the Pinnacle Bank Arena area over the past few years has been tremendously exciting for Lincoln. I think the momentum here will only continue with new business and initiatives that will continue to help attract talent to our city, improve the quality of life for our students and community members, and grow our economy. The university has a key role to play in that. Just last week, we released a report that showed that the University of Nebraska contributes $3.9 billion to the state's economy, and UNL's annual impact alone is approximately $2 billion. Projects like this, which involve multiple stakeholders sitting around a table, working together toward a shared common goal, will only enhance our role in driving economic growth in our community. Thank you again to the Breslow family, the City of Lincoln, my university colleagues, and all the private partners who made this project possible. The Breslow Ice Center is a great addition to the Lincoln community, and I'm excited for our city to enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Regent Clare and Mayor Beitler and Chancellor Perlman. I especially want to thank John and Sonia for everything, but for being here today on a day when all of us would like to fly to Phoenix and spend time in the warmth and the sun. You're getting on a plane and flying here so that we can celebrate this and dedicate this arena. And so today's about you and about your long wait and your incredible generous support to get us here today. Thank you for this amazing gift to the university, this amazing gift for the city. And I suppose in a wonderful yet odd sort of way, it's very appropriate that this dedication event today is juxtaposed against the winter storm of yesterday, because clearly we had some headwinds and some challenges of different types of getting to this day. But through all of that, the one constant and the one positive was John and Sonia Breslow and your vision for what this could mean for the community and for the university. And so thank you for getting us here. I stand here really wearing two hats today. First and foremost as CEO of the University Foundation, and to say thank you for your amazing philanthropic investment in transforming what this can do for youth hockey, for youth figure skating, for the university community and rec sports. But I also wear the hat of a father of two young kids who are learning to skate here every Saturday morning. And at the groundbreaking 14 months ago, I mentioned how I grew up playing youth hockey and what time at the ice rink meant to me. It was my rock. I spent my Friday nights and my Saturday nights typically at the ice rink, kept me out of a lot of trouble, maybe got me into a little bit too. But I also mentioned the day of the groundbreaking that when I told my kids that I was leaving on that Saturday, they sort of were like, "Oh, Dad, you know, why do you have to leave on a Saturday?" And I told them we were going to break ground on a new ice arena, and they literally started jumping up and down in the hallway. And fast forward 14 months to see my kids beg me to bring them here, to see my son come out here and skate for 2 hours and 45 minutes on a Sunday afternoon and not leave the ice once because he loves it so much. Thank you for bringing the joy of ice back into my life personally and selfishly, but thank you so much more for bringing it into my kids' lives and for so many other kids in this community of what that will mean. So please, let's welcome our guests of honor today, John and Sonia Breslow.
Thank you. That was a wonderful speech.
I didn't prepare any remarks, but I'd like to thank Tim, Brian, Mr. Mayor, Harvey. As I was sitting here this afternoon, I was just thinking about my roots in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm really a product of Lincoln, Nebraska. I born in Lincoln General Hospital, went to Merle Beatty School, Irving Junior High School, Lincoln Southeast, barely graduated from the University of Nebraska, and started a business career in Lincoln. And the whole idea for this was a meeting in Las Vegas with some of my friends who asked me if I would participate in this project. By the way, what happens in Vegas sometimes doesn't always stay in Las Vegas because we have this facility. And I committed to help this just with the idea of Sonia and I giving back to a community that did so much for us. Our 3 daughters were raised here, and that's what this is all about, is giving back. And Brian sent me some videos of his children skating here, and I had tears in my eyes because there'll be so many enjoyable moments in the future, hopefully from generation to generation. So we both thank you all for being here. We thank that it's finally a dream well done, and look forward to coming back here and watching all the activities in this building. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure what happens next, but I think it's okay. Thank you, John and Sonia. We would like to present you with your own Breslow jerseys, and I now invite you to drop the first puck in a ceremonial face-off consisting of members of the Nebraska Husker hockey team, Garrison Lowe, Jordan Atkins, and Devin Reeder.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love it.
Wow,
Thank
that
you.
is really cool.
I love it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
All right, here's the puck. You know what to do with it.
Yeah, game on.
Game on. All right, here we go.
Guys.